who he is, because of the contents of his own character, and because of the sacrifice that he will make. And so I want to encourage you, it's a fairly easy pill to swallow, I think. Like salvation, like that makes sense to me. Like I understand I'm broken because I'm emotional and I do stuff weird. And like my youth team especially, like I frustrate Jill all the time. And I do it. Jill's like the second in charge. So I annoy her so much because I'm so emotional. And she gets so annoyed. And I just get caught up in life, and it's anyway. But I understand the biggest need. Like I know I'm a sinner, and so that kind of makes sense for the need of a savior, because I'm like, yes, I do need one, like big time, like every day. Like I get hangry all the time. Like it's like a condition. So I know I need Jesus. Like I know. But that's right. But the thing that's kind of hard for me is that for Jesus to say, you know, I'm proud of you, Joseph, but I'm kind of like, you know what, I mess up all the time. Like, you approve of me? Like, you're proud of me, Jesus? Like, yeah. But I haven't done anything. No. It's because of what I've done. Yeah. It's because of what I've done on the cross. Yeah. You don't have to do anything, Joseph. I'm just proud of you. I just believe in you. I approve of you. And I haven't done nothing. So I want to encourage you as you head into 2016, or whatever may ensue, whether you have a great year, an amazing year, or somewhere in between, is that you would always remember that God is proud of you. Whatever you may face, even in the midst of your sin, He's still proud of you. He still loves you. He's going to meet you where you're at, and your identity is found in Him. So I just want to encourage you, as we head into 2016, I want to encourage you, don't let the devil try and take advantage of you. But rather, I would just like to encourage you, you know what, just let God love you. And let Him meet you where you're at. Pretty much all I'm saying this morning is just this evening. It's been a long day. Not really. It's been great. All I'm trying to say is just keep Jesus at the center. Hey, let's not get distracted. Let's not get lost. Let's not lose sight of, get caught up in the busyness of life. But I truly believe if we just have Jesus at the center, then whatever may happen, whatever may ensue, whatever may occur, is that we know we've got someone that's never going to leave us, never going to forsake us. Yeah. It says that in the very last thing Jesus says, and he finishes with this, and I'll finish with this, and he finishes with it. We'll both finish. He says this, that I've come to seek and to save that which was lost. That our God He's into finding people. He's into finding us. We don't even have to be in church, and He found Zacchaeus. He found this broken. So I would encourage you that whatever may happen, even if you find yourself like run down, thinking, man, I can't even come to church. You know what? Jesus is going to come to you. Jesus is going to find you. Jesus is going to encourage you, and Jesus is going to inspire you. So whatever happens this year, I want to encourage you, you don't have to try and prove anything to God, but rather He is going to do something in you. I believe He's going to reveal Himself to you in such a profound and such a powerful way that your response will just be this, that you just won't be able to help what's going to come out of you. That the maths isn't even going to add up like Zacchaeus. You're going to give everything away, or you're just going to fall in love with Jesus more and more each day. So if you all stand to your feet, and the band can come up. You know, I just want to pray for two groups of people. And the first is that, you know, I've been talking about Jesus for the past 28 minutes. And the reason why Jesus came is because we had an issue. We had a problem, and that problem is called sin. It's when we mess up, we miss the mark. And Jesus came so that He would reach us, and He would pay the price for our sin, so that we could because we could never reach a perfect God. And so He decided to do the reaching out for us, just the same that Jesus did for Zacchaeus. It's a picture and image of what Jesus did on the cross for all of humanity. That He reached out and He found us, even when we're up somewhere. We're just like, I just want to, perhaps you like Zacchaeus. I'm just going to see what church is all about this evening. I'm just going to see what's going to happen. But you know, I truly believe that it's not a mistake you were here, but He died for all of humanity. It says, John 3:16, that He so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, so whoever believes in Him will not perish but have everlasting life. Which is pretty much just a way of saying that God was so in love with us, so in love with broken people, that He could not bear the thought of eternity without them. So He sent His Son to pay a price so that we could enter into heaven. And not just live a life free of God paying the price for our sin, but so that we could live a life of victory. So we could live a life of not being held down by stuff, but rather we could live a life to the full. So with every head bowed, every eye closed, I would just like to ask you, if you would like to receive the gift of salvation, you would like to accept what Jesus did on the cross for you, I just want you to pop your hand up right now. If that's you, I'll just like to raise your hand, we'll pray. If not, that's cool. If there's anyone, you can just do it, feel free. No one's looking around. See that hand? See that hand? Anyone else? That's cool. We're just going to pray together. If you would just repeat this after me. Dear Father God,